Interesting fact about Israel, it's a place where the ancient and the modern and the ancient live side by side in many different ways. Let's explore. Shalom, my friends. This is Akiva Gersh with Israel in 5, where we give you everything Israel in 5 minutes. Please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions or want to keep the conversation going, please do so below in the comments. Wherever you go in Israel, it seems like it hits you in the face. The ancient and the modern and the ancient, side by side, literally. You can be traveling on a nice, beautiful, modern highway, and off to the side, there's an ancient grave of a well-known rabbi from 2,000 years ago. There's a sign pointing, off the highway. Or you go visit a beautiful modern mall or sports stadium, and literally right next to it is an archaeological site, digging up the past and showing things that existed here in this land, again, thousands of years ago. We see it in the music of Israel. We see modern day music with all the different kind of modern day styles and rhythms and melodies using ancient words from the book of Psalms and other books from the Holy Hebrew Bible. You see it in the language, right? People have returned to their home and have revived their language, right? The Jewish people stopped speaking Hebrew for over 2,000 years, from after the first temple getting destroyed until the Jews started coming back in modern day times in mass. Right? No other people have ever done that. So we're speaking Hebrew again, but with a modern twist, right? In a modern kind of way. I always like to think that if an ancient Jew and a modern Jew in Israel were able to meet and both speak Hebrew with one another, they probably wouldn't understand everything that the other is saying, only because in the modern Hebrew, there's so many new words to describe the new reality that we live in and just new ways of speaking and constructing sentences and all of that. So again, in Israel, you see the modern and the ancient living side by side. We have a modern day government that is very similar to other modern governments in the world, but based on the ancient Jewish values, right? Based on ancient Jewish approaches to justice, and to running government and to running and organizing a society. You have symbols that are used for the modern state of Israel that go back thousands of years ago. Right? So again, you see this theme running throughout Israeli society of the modern and the ancient, living and getting expressed exactly side by side. Many different things come from ancient customs or ancient traditions or ancient ways of saying things, right, that we use in modern Israeli society. For example, um, in the Talmud, right? In the ancient Talmud, which we still study today, okay, which was written down about 1,500 years ago. It has a lot of discussion and debate and arguments between different rabbis. And if they just didn't come to a decision or there was no, real decision made, the Gemara, the Talmud, uses the word teku. Teku. It's almost like it's like a tie, no one won. No one won this argument. Well, guess what? In modern day Israeli sports, if there's a sports game and it comes to a tie at the end of the game and nobody won, what do they call it? Teku, right? So the religious informs the secular, so to speak, in many, many interesting ways. The tradition, the ancient, we can say, influences and shapes the modern in many different ways. And you can really see that in the people of Israel, the kind of society we have here, the kind of traditions, the culture that we have here, right? It's not just like another modern day country with a modern day culture. It's got deep roots, both in this land, in the tradition, in the ways of the ancient Jews. And it's just an incredible and inspiring thing to see get expressed in so many different ways, the ancient and the modern, interweaving, intertwining, living together side by side here in the modern state of Israel. All the best, my friends, and be well.